Ho, ho, ho! Welcome to the imaginary ice cave of the internet. You can tell it's the Christmas special because illness is going around and we have croaky voices.
And a sniff.
Yeah.
And the baby's been ill. It's been fantastic.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. We're doing a podcast episode. Hope you'll be good today. Hey, get ready for a jumbly mess. Because if people don't know, Lola was in hospital 2 weeks ago for about 5 days. And since then, everything has been chaos because we're trying to get ready for Christmas, trying to fit work in, and a podcast episode. So This will be a lot less slick than usual because Elliot is normally the brains behind everything and he hasn't prepared anything.
Yeah, I'm not prepared.
I never prepare anything anyway, hence why I'm happy to take over starting the episode because I'm always just doing this, making up as I go along.
I'm not even in the right headspace for this, but this is the only chance we've got at any point to record anything.
Yeah.
So this will have to do.
So we need to get it done now.
Yeah. So if you're wondering why I'm very low energy, that is why.
He sounds like Eeyore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
just pretend it's a friendly
I feel
Eeyore.
very like Eeyore at the moment.
Sat there, like, Christmas is coming.
Yes.
So I'll try and drag Eeyore out of his shell.
No, we've not done any of the usual introduction, but that's fine. If this is the first episode you've ever listened to, it's probably not ideal.
No,
go and listen
go back.
to
Even just back one.
Yeah.
And we'll introduce ourselves.
We're just assuming at this point you know who we are, what we do, what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the drill.
Yeah, that's it. We should probably do something fun to kick us off with.
Ooh.
I thought we could do some sort of little quiz.
Ooh.
Based on a bit self-indulgent, but based on looking at some of our stats of our old Christmas episodes.
Oh, okay. I won't know any of this because, as people can tell, I'm not the brains behind the podcast.
What would be more fun, to guess some numbers or to guess some like locations and countries?
Oh, locations and
okay,
countries.
Let's have a look
exciting.
Then.
I don't know if that's exciting for other people or just me.
So last year's one, we have 6 countries
Ooh.
that only have 1 listen.
What, 6? It's still impressive. I thought we'd have like 3 countries.
There's like obviously 4 countries, like here, the UK and the United States.
Oh, yes.
And then for some reason, Germany and Sweden have some listens as well. Do you want to have a guess at what our six countries are that have listened to that episode?
Germany.
No. The 6 ones that have 1 listen.
Oh. Oh, goodness, I don't know. Are they European?
Oh, you know I'm not good
at
geography, especially at the moment. My head's all over the place.
Okay, that's fine.
Some of them are European.
Okay, so
no, most of them are not.
Korea.
No.
Oh.
Wrong. You have failed the quiz.
So I'm going out of Europe now. Is one somewhere in Africa?
They're not very obscure actually.
Oh, so they are European.
No, a few of them are.
Okay. Finland.
No, but close.
Sweden.
Well, that has 2 listens, so that's not part of my 6 that have 1 listen.
Norway, did you say
Norway has 1 listen.
How many do I have left now?
You have 5 left.
Oh, God.
There's a lot of countries to choose from.
France.
Yes, France, correct.
I thought Becky will listen.
Yeah, there you go, 1 listen. This quiz could go on. This could be like an hour-long episode.
Yeah, of Emma going,
Emma guessing countries.
Spain?
Nope.
Portugal?
Nope.
Clearly we're not liked in the Mediterranean. Are they Holland and Netherlands?
No, but where? Denmark. Where's that?
That's not close, but yeah, Denmark.
Okay.
So it's all Northern Europe, basically. Denmark.
Well, those are. I think we've now covered all the.
We've covered Europe, have we?
Europe ones.
China.
No, but.
Vietnam.
No.
Japan.
No.
The way you said it implied it was somewhere close.
I mean, it's distinct from China, but like there's somewhere in that.
Tibet.
No. It's quite small, but.
It's a small country.
Yeah.
New Zealand?
No, but you've moved away from where you were close to before, and now you're closer to one of the other answers.
Australia.
Yes, we have 1 listen in Australia, but that wasn't the small country.
No, that wasn't. No, Australia's huge. A little country that you think is kind of like China.
Hong Kong.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's a separate country. Yeah. Yeah, Hong Kong, you're right. I should have thought of that.
The one that you've missed is Brazil.
Oh,
If you'd like to know, there you go. Those are the countries that have listened to our Christmas episode.
that's very exciting. I think that bit took far too long because I'm terrible at guessing, but that's exciting.
Right, what are we talking about then? Christmas stuff? You have some topics you want
Yeah.
to bring up?
Well, it's very exciting because it's going to be Lily's first nativity now that she's started school.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually thought, because people nowadays go, oh, nativities are never very religious, blah, 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 blah. Because I hear people moaning about, I say people, online people moaning about that a lot. I assumed it would not be religious at all. And then Lily came home and she was singing like, oh, we've been singing a song about the kings. And I was like, the kings? And she was like, yes, but the nativity, the three kings. And I was like, oh, so it's religious. And then I immediately dumped into, oh, it's so like, we three kings, dee, dee, dee. And she was going, no, it's not the song. I was like, oh, right. And then she tried singing it to me and I had no clue what this song was. But luckily, my sister Laura, because our schools, even though she lives all the way in Plymouth, the curriculum seems to be the same. So I messaged her like, did you do some strange nativity songs with your boys? And do you have the tunes anywhere? Because we haven't been sent any tunes. And she immediately knew what I was talking about and sent me the tunes to listen to, which was really useful, actually. So now we've been singing these around the house. But it's like, there's a really fun one that's like, hurry, hurry, get the gold, we must not delay. Hurry, hurry, get the gold. Like, there's no time to waste, we must be on our way. And they have like actions where they tap their hand like they're tapping like a watch and running along. Lily, that's Lily's favourite is hurry, hurry, get the gold. That's why I know that one. Oh, and the other one's very funny. This is about three kings from the east, and we're very grand. But me and Lily had a conversation ages ago about how the three kings are often shown to be white, and they weren't white, they would have been brown. That's not accurate.
I didn't know you'd had this conversation.
With it, because we were looking at the nativity scene,
Yeah.
and Lily was saying, "Oh, they look like us," and I said, "They do, but they wouldn't really." Like, it's not very accurate.
Yeah.
They look more like Uncle Ayub, and she was going, "Oh, okay." So she thought for ages it was saying, "We are from the east, and we're very brown."
Oh no!
And I was going, "Oh no, it's saying we're very grand." And she went, oh, but they were brown. I was like, oh, yes, they were. Yeah, that's completely correct. But that's not what they're singing. I thought, how embarrassing at school she's been going, and we're very proud. So we're very excited. So we're going to go see her. Well, Elliot's working. We've got quite a morning to try and fit
the
in.
nativity's on like first thing on a Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock.
At 10.
So like, what parents are going to be free to go anyway?
I know. But we've got to go on because people who are regulars know Lola was ill, couldn't have her measles, mumps, whatever jab.
Oh yes, her 1 year old.
Her 1 year old vaccines.
Jab. We should just. Oh, you mentioned it earlier, but we've not really provided any context.
True.
Just very, very briefly that she had RSV, and that's why she was in hospital for 5 days.
Breathing tubes and
but
stuff.
she's all better now.
Yeah.
But that did coincide. Yeah, it meant she missed her jabs.
Yeah. So now she's having them. Obviously, because that's the way it works, the day of the nativity that morning. And it's the same time that I have to drop Lily off at school. So Elliot is taking Lola to the doctors. And not our closest doctors, because they couldn't fit her in. So the doctors that is farther away, Elliot's taking her for her jabs. Then he will meet me at the church to drop off Lola so I can go in and watch Lily's nativity.
Yeah.
It's just like a morning of chaos. And it's new for us because we haven't had to do nativities or anything in like nursery. So it's quite exciting just to see how things are done. Yeah.
Basically, nothing's changed a lot really since we were young.
No, turns out very similar.
We still do kind of quite cheesy nativity plays that are quite dated.
Yeah. Well, I did find it funny. Both Laura's children have sang these songs. The oldest one is now 11. So clearly it's been in the curriculum for quite a long time.
I suppose some people would call it nostalgic that we still do the same things over and over again. But
I think it's quite cute. And I'll enjoy seeing it.
Yeah. this is what's distinct this year from previous years, is that we have 2 kids.
Yes.
Which is quite different.
Well, we did last year, but Lola was barely
Lola was
born.
like 1 month old, so,
Yes, you had no idea.
But even though we say, like, Lola will be happy with anything, like, in some ways, we could do it very similarly to how we treated Lily at that age, where she doesn't really need any presents. I'm trying to discourage friends and family from buying her loads of presents because we have loads of toys.
I just keep asking for clothes.
Yeah, but the tricky bit is, of course, that Lily wants everything to be fair and equal.
She does, yeah.
So she wants Lola to have presents.
Yeah.
Because, they're sisters and they should have the same.
Yeah. And Lily, they're very much egalitarian.
Yeah. She
keeps asking Daddy what he's got for me, and I'm like, I don't think Daddy's organised that yet.
I have got stuff for you. I mean, trouble is, Lily won't be impressed with what I've got for you.
No, it's true. She wasn't impressed with my birthday. I loved my birthday things, but because it isn't stuff Lily likes, Lily was like, why have you got her that?
Yeah. I think we normally update people on what we've got our kids for Christmas.
True.
Because it's just quite interesting, isn't it? And, for us looking back at these episodes, it's quite interesting to see the progress.
Yeah, it's true. We'll definitely
over
forget
the years
as well.
Yeah, just at what ages she got different things.
So should we do Lily first?
Sure, yeah. Oh, well, if we bought... I feel like we've ended up a system where we've ended up buying her, presents each.
We have, yes.
I don't quite know how we've ended up with this.
I think she asked us kind of almost separately.
She's like
for things.
conned us, I think, where she's approached us separately and been like, well, you can buy me this for Christmas and you can buy me this for Christmas. Yeah. And it's really hard to say no because she's chosen things like, for me, I've bought her some Lego because that's the thing we do together as like a bonding thing. We love playing Lego.
And for me, she's asked for a Mulan doll, which is true. We play dolls. Yeah. So I think she's like
tugging on our things, being like, well, this is what we do together. It's our special thing. So you could get me that thing for Christmas. So yeah.
So from Mummy, she's got a Mulan doll, kind of like a Barbie doll, but it's Mulan. Which turns out was incredibly hard to get. Mulan clearly isn't a popular doll.
Well, mine was quite hard as well. I've got her some Lego, but I was specifically, rather than a set, which can be quite expensive and equally often doesn't have the right, she's into Disney and the princesses. So we were looking for Disney princesses and trying to collect the mini dolls that she doesn't already have. So you could there are some sets that have multiple princess figures in, but they're hundreds of pounds, and then we don't get the right one. So I was trying to track down enough so I've bought separately the little dolls. So that was equally quite hard to come by.
And when you mean separately, he's bought almost different little parts to make the dolls.
Oh yeah, because also
not full dolls. It's not that easy.
I've bought it mostly secondhand online, but collected the different legs and the arms and the heads and the hair pieces and the accessories and bought them all separately and then put them all together
to make the dolls.
Make various princesses. So yeah, anyway.
And then for Lola, we've gone very mainstream. Was very easy to get. She's got Bean Bear. If people don't know, Bean Bear is from Miss Rachel.
Yes, I doubt many people will know. Even I was like, what is this?
Yeah, so because Lola's favourite episode is the one about potty time, which is good because we're doing potty training, kind of relevant. And there's a little bear who they train to go on the potty.
A puppet,
yes.
Yeah.
And they've made it, yes, not a real bear. It is not an animated bear. It is a puppet.
Yes.
I have bought the toy version of that.
So the official Miss Rachel merchandise Bean Bear plushie thing.
And we love Miss Rachel, let it be heard. But it was getting low in stock already when I found it. And that was months ago.
Does it come from America? Does it, you just buy it and it arrives?
I just buy it and it arrives.
Yeah. This year, I think it's similar to last year.
Yes.
We're doing Christmas Day by ourselves as our family unit. And then either side, we're visiting grandparents.
And as usual, we have we always say Womble Christmas party. My family's called the Wombles. So not really, just what they call themselves. So that's our big thing is we hire a village hall, as people probably know, and have a big thing. So that's happening again. But this year's a bit different. because afterwards we've kind of rented out a house just for me and my sisters and our children to kind of have fun and enjoy just some more time together, rather than previous years where we just go to the party and you've seen them for like maybe 4 hours and then everybody goes home and you're like, oh, right, that's it.
Yeah. And there's the similar problem, the party now being at a church hall, you've got the same problem where no house is big enough to host everyone. So we have to go and rent somewhere out to stay so we can all be together for an extended period.
So that's nice this year. We'll see if that becomes a tradition or not.
Yeah, it could be, couldn't it?
I think it's quite a nice idea.
Yeah.
And then the cousins get to see each other for a prolonged period of time.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be fascinated to know with other people whether you has your Christmas traditions changed since having children? Like, have you managed to establish new traditions?
Are you in the same pattern as previously?
Yeah. How does kids affect that? Do you just do they just tag along with what you've always done, or have you found new ways of?
We just live far away from everybody, so it's not.
Yeah,
not
whatever.
really
We've got to
option.
travel, haven't we? And then it's about, do we do overnights?
Yeah.
How long do we stay? How's that going to work with the kids?
Yeah, will the kids cope?
All sorts of things. And it's just Christmas is a logistical nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can be stressful, and there's lots of fun and stuff, particularly the kids that will have loads of fun.
Yeah.
But for us as parents, I don't know, maybe everyone else is having a great time, but I'm always a bit stressed by it all. Particularly at the end of this year, that's been very challenging and difficult. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Now we've got more logistics to work out.
I think also it's especially because of Lola's illness recently, I'm a lot more kind of there'll be everybody there with bugs, and I'll be like, don't touch her, don't breathe on her, which I know she goes to nursery, she will get more illnesses, but it's just trying to mitigate that risk constantly at the minute.
And as per our tradition, we haven't bothered with a Christmas letter, but I do create a Christmas video.
Yeah.
So I just filmed everything, and then I'm putting it all into a
little video.
I mean, it's turned into a documentary because it's so long, because I hadn't anticipated how much stuff goes on in a year and how much we would film.
Yeah.
And also, this year has not been the best for us. So I'm slightly worried as a Christmas, here's our lovely Christmas video of the family of what we've been doing this year. And it's just it begins in hospital, it ends in hospital. The middle is just us going, it's been really tough. It's not, there's lovely video of the kids having fun, but I feel it's not the most fun.
That's kind of a Christmas tradition we kind of have now.
What's that?
We didn't do it last year, but going to Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
Which Lily is fully on board with now. Well, quick explanation, we don't pay for this, my work do.
Yes, your work Christmas party, because you work for a company that's based in Paris.
Yeah, they always have
their parties in Paris.
Yeah, and it is at Disneyland. So they normally hire out a restaurant or part of one of the Disneyland restaurants, and everybody goes and has a nice little time.
Yep. If you're sat listening thinking, what a life to lead, that your work pay for you to go to Disneyland for your work, that's what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
We're all sat here going, wow, what
Apparently,
is this?
though, I was talking to my boss and it's become quite popular, in a lot of Parisian companies to do it. We think because of millennials are big Disney fans, it's kind of become a bit of a thing. I know Air France take over the whole of Disneyland for their Christmas party.
Wow.
So I think it's not as, I'm not saying it's regular, but it's not as uncommon a practice as very wealthy company.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a different ball game from Elliot works obviously for a charity.
Yeah.
So you're just not going to have the same perks in the job.
It's a good perk to have.
It is.
And normally, we've always intended to all go as a family.
Yeah.
But we've never managed it yet.
No.
This year, obviously, Lola had just come back from hospital, so we didn't think it was best for her
to immediately get on a plane and go.
So I stayed here with her.
Yeah.
Hopefully next
year.
year.
Before that, I was pregnant, so we didn't go.
Yeah.
The year before that, I took Lily because Elliot had a work thing.
Well, I think my Christmas party was the same day.
Oh, that was it. It was the same day, yes. So I took Lily, obviously, to Disneyland.
So then
she didn't want to go to your Christmas party.
We were messaging, comparing what our work Christmas parties were like.
I think, I sent a picture from the restaurant, and then you were sent a little selfie, hey. So I'm sniffing because I still have Lola's bug. It has not left me.
Yeah. And me and Lola have picked up a new bug.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting.
Yeah. So.
Merry Christmas.
I'm sorry, it's a rather depressing.
Well, I think most of our listeners who are in our little group have all been in hospital with their little ones too. I think it's just a bad year for bugs.
Yeah,
Especially because Lily started school and Lola started nursery. We're just it's like double barrel.
We're riding a wave of illness and bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good now because my only thing is that I want Lola to breathe since her hospital stint. So before I'd be like, oh no, it's terrible. And now I'm like, I don't care if she throws up or has diarrhea, as long as she's breathing, and I'm pretty happy with the state of her illness. So
yep, that's.
I don't know if that's a silver lining.
We just lower our expectations. Just
can she breathe by herself?
She's breathing. Great. That's what life's come to.
Yeah. But in some ways, that makes me a happier person. Because I have a lower bar for being like, no, that's fine. I can deal with anything else.
Yeah. Here's some extracts from our 2023 Christmas conversation.
Enjoy.
And with me today is Viki.
Hi.
She's our friend from church. And our children are 1 week apart in age, which really bonds us mainly.
It is very useful having someone going through the same stuff at the same time.
We're off to my parents for the big Womble party that's in the village hall.
I can imagine that big is big with your family.
How many people are we having?
If everyone came, it would be 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's gonna... I don't think everybody will come, but it's gonna be big, so... Yeah. Looking forward to it, but also kind of, it's a lot of people to see and it'll be quite intimidating for Lily. So,
yes.
It's going to be
Yeah, it's a lot for us, and then you think, gosh, if I was 2 years old, this would be really too much. Yep.
Well, my mum, she gets very excited, but then she's also like, I'm very excited, but I'm also going to crash at some point and everything's going to be wrong with the world.
Yep.
So...
It's knowing when that's going to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's things like that I never understood 3 years ago. I was clueless. You can parent anything when you're not a parent, can't you? It's just... But,
it's fine. You're like, it won't be fine. Like, I'll have a horrendous day of me trying to get her to do things and she's not going to do them. And just... So I think that's the same thing, but it's prolonged over Christmas. Might just...
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It'll also be lovely and magical, but there will be really tough bits where you're thinking, oh gosh, why did I do this?
So does Macy have cousins?
She does. So they're a little bit older than her, 5 and 8. So,
yeah.
But it's lovely now, especially 5 and 2.5. It's a really nice gap. So watching those two together nowadays is really good. Whereas when she was born, 2.5 and newborn, it was a bit more, don't sit on the baby. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that in a few months' time with nearly 3 and newborn, but hey.
Because I'm quite worried when we have our next one, Lily loves babies and that she will just take the child, and be because she already tells me off now when we're playing babies.
It's a different kind of challenge.
It is, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Trying to be helpful.
Not sure how it'll go. I think because they'll get quite separate things. Hopefully we'll get away with it and they won't be too... They're probably the case where the boys aren't interested in what she's got, but she'll be after what they've got.
Yeah, I think that's always the younger child's thing, is that that thing looks really cool.
Yeah.
And kind of dangerous, I wouldn't be allowed it.
It's got more buttons than I'm allowed to play with, etc. Yes, definitely. One of our concerns on Christmas Day is just... how much chocolate is there available? And particularly in the evening, we go for a nice Christmas buffet. Oh. And even last year, she was good at wandering through and, that's at Macy. I'll have one of those. I'm like, oh gosh. This year, she can reach so much further back on the table.
Yeah. She'll just eat anything.
Destined, absolutely.
Do you have any other traditions?
Not especially.
You sound very like this. We haven't started any traditions yet either.
No, we do. Well, we'll do the usual Christmas Eve stuff, the leaving things out for Santa and that sort of thing. And we've done a farm visit both years to see Father Christmas,
nice.
And you get to make reindeer food and all of that. So that kind of
builds the tradition for you in a
Yes,
way,
yeah.
I suppose, which has been quite nice. But yeah, beyond that, not especially. And then church, Christmas Day.
Yeah, we were saying we don't really have many, but I think Lily's so little. I'm often be like, well, there's not much point making one yet.
That's it. She's not going to remember at this point.
And I don't know what yet she'll be really into as a thing to do.
I think it's probably better if they grow naturally, isn't it? Yeah, otherwise you'll put a lot of pressure on yourself just trying to repeat the same things.
yeah. We're like, no, we've made a tradition. We've got to keep to it.
How did you find, like, the first Christmas with a baby?
Really trying to remember it.
Yeah. So they were about 6 months old, which meant that they were still at that lovely cuddly stage and everyone wants a snuggle and you're thinking, that's nice, but you're the 7th person to hold her today and actually she really needs a nap and a feed and juggling things and makes it a little bit tricky. It's a lot easier now in some ways because at 2 you haven't got a hope of hanging on to her if she doesn't want to be held on to.
This is exactly what we said. We said now it's a lot easier. She will just say she doesn't want a hug from someone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's it. Can't make her.
They've got the autonomy
Got her
now.
own
It's
mind.
brilliant.
She's just like, nope. And you're like, fine, okay. Whereas like when they're a baby, you have to make the decision for them. And then it's a bit harder. Whereas now she's very willful. She's like, I'm not doing that. And you're like, okay, cool. I don't have to tell that person you want to hug them because you told me. So
much easier in a lot of ways.
I get it's difficult because a lot of people, like your parents, really wanted to show us off, but it was at the thing where I'm like, well, she has to nap at this time. And we really need to be in a house. So we can't really go out.
Yep.
So we had like limited hours and trying to explain that to other people to be like, we can't just go out for the whole day. Because even at that point, Lily really was set in her routine, and if you went off the routine, it was terrible. So we were like, well, we need to keep the routine. Which means we basically have 2 hours to do something if you want to do something. So either have a nap and then have another like 2 or 3 hours, but not long before we're eating and then bedtime. Yeah, I think it was challenging getting people to understand that a toddler's thing is quite limiting. What do you mean with a toddler? A baby's schedule is quite limiting.
I think we contact napped for the first 18 months at least, yeah. She did stop. Well, she didn't at nursery, obviously. They really, I don't know what magic they use to put babies down in their own beds, but I need some of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, with me, there was no way she was accepting anything else. But once she started with my parents and Mark's mum, she was pretty good at napping in a pushchair by that point. But that wasn't that first Christmas, I guess. Yeah.
Because I know some people like just take them out and they're like, we'll go to watch fireworks or something. And they're like, oh, they'll just nap. And I'm like, she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't just nap. She wanted her set things to be able to nap.
So tricky. We probably were those people because one of the places she napped would be in the sling on me.
So it's fine, yeah.
So it was, that was an
I was
easy
very
option.
envious of those people because I was like, she's
not
like, where's my music? I'm not used to this.
It's so difficult. I nearly cried with gratitude, I think, when we got to Mark's mum's house that first Christmas, because she had literally set aside a little room for me with a nice comfy rocking chair and was like, I thought you might just need a few minutes just with a feeder, calmer, settler. And you know what? It was absolutely magic. There were so many people in that
sound
house.
like heaven at that point.
But she had a fabulous afternoon from there on in because she'd just had chance to gather herself.
Yeah.
It was really... Oh, but yeah, it was what I didn't know I needed before I walked in there. And I was like, oh, thank goodness.
There'll be a rule now, like all houses need to have a little room
for the tiny baby to hide in just for half an hour.
Yeah,
but
just for a
still.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a really, really good idea from your mum.
It was. Yeah, well, 4 kids. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Do you prefer Christmas with a baby or Christmas with a toddler?
I think with a toddler. Yeah. In that, like, they're really excited. They actually understand a lot more of it. So it's a lot more exciting. Whereas, like, with a baby, you do a lot, but a lot of it's for you.
Absolutely. You're excited about Christmas.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's the first Christmas! And you get excited. But, like, they have no clue what's going on. So it's not really exciting for them. It's quite nice this year, because, like, Lily goes, Christmas! About things. And you're like, yeah. Whereas last year she said Dishmas. Which was cuter.
Yeah, there's so many of those that I'm going to miss as she gets bigger. I'm like, oh no.
Like, this is what I'm like, Christmas, all the kids are going to behave the worst. Because, like, there's so many situations where they either have to be the bigger person and share, or they have to wait to, like, have food, or I have to... So I always think, like, when we see people, I'm like, she's normally really good. Like, outside of the situation, she's a really good child. And you're going to see it at her worst because she's going to be fed up of having to be good all day. So... But it is good sometimes when they go, oh, she's quite well behaved. In my head, I'm like, you have no idea how well behaved she is. You think I was quite well behaved. Because for me, this was really naughty and quite stressful.
Expectations are not there.
Yeah. But then they might just be being polite when they say quite well behaved.
We were at the carol service on Sunday evening, and the phrase I got 3 or 4 times from people I literally had never met before was, "You've got your hands full, haven't you?"
It's always bad when they say you've got your hands full.
We haven't mentioned that the last few years that Becky stayed with us.
Oh, yes. Last year's people who listen to the podcast. My sister Becky, the French one, normally comes and stays with us for Christmas. So this year's like one of the first years. I mean, they are coming to stay with us before Christmas, but they're not actually staying with us on the day. That'll be a change.
So that's different, like hosting people.
Yeah, I quite like hosting. I know, like, I think because it's my sister and she's very laid back, it's quite easy hosting them because they have children who are fairly a similar age and they're a family that have very similar rules. Yeah. So it makes it very easy for us to all still follow the same rules and, like, it's not that it's not extra work because it is, but I don't think it's the same as hosting people who you feel are judgy or might judge you or, like, have different expectations or have different rules for their children. So it actually is normally very relaxed. Because I know them well enough to be like, this is what they eat and this is what I have to make and, you know.
Just compatible and comfortable. That's nice. Even just one friend, I find sometimes is a lot.
I think because you're used to your family units, you're used to just catering for you and doing what you normally do.
Or just catering for the toddler.
Yeah. Well, they do rule the roost. This is...
Absolutely.
Or your future child will come to learn. So you end up being like... Well, the toddler's had a tantrum, so we're just not going to go out today. We're all going to sit in and come up with some other activity we're going to want to do.
So scarily true. My family have a lot of space, which is just ideal for small children, isn't it? They just like to be able to run and not... They don't have a lot of breakable things to run into, which is really good. And they obviously have Macy 2 days a week for us as well.
Yes, they're used to it.
Yeah, and she's really comfortable there. So it just works, fortunately. And similarly with Mark's family, there's a bit less space, but she's so well catered for. It's unreal. She's got all the toys and everything else, and it's just... She's the only grandchild on that side so far, so she is centre of the world and pretty much how she likes it. Yeah.
What do you do about presents and things? Do you have, like, Father Christmas give Macy a gift? Or how do you negotiate that sort of thing?
That's a really good question.
It's a good question.
Because we haven't considered this about when to introduce Father Christmas as a present giver.
Yeah.
This is it. So last year we did, I think Father Christmas brought her doll, because that was like a reasonably sized, easy to say, this is from Father Christmas.
Yeah.
And then everything else came from us. I mean, she didn't give a hoot. She was only dinky, yeah. But this year, I think it'd be similar. Although this year I have foolishly gone down the road of Elf on the Shelf.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We literally had this discussion the other day and I said, we are never doing Elf on the Shelf because it seems like an awful lot of work and I don't want to have to do that.
The beauty of it this year has been that she's not interested in the slightest in what antics the elf is up to. She is merely outraged that he got off the shelf. So all I really need to do is just position him around the house. It's been quite helpful.
So she's just like, how did he get that?
Pretty much. That elf is hiding.
Yeah,
I have to find him.
If the Elf on the Shelf was like that, I'd be quite happy to partake.
Absolutely.
I just feel like people send pictures and they put so much work in, which is fine, but I'm like, you've got to do that every year as long as they believe in the elf. Like, that's a lot of work.
This is it. And let's face it, no child is saying, Mum, Dad, I don't believe in the elf anymore. Yeah. There must be 15-year-olds out there pretending they still believe in the elf.
To be like, what are they going to do this year? They're like 10 years in. Absolutely. They're going to run out of things. That's my problem, because it looks creative and fun. Like, I can imagine enjoying doing things silly with the elf. I just don't want the pressure. It's very my sense of humour. We always say, what does your child want? And we will get the thing that... Like, we know within the price range of what we're working with that my child likes this. Could you get them this? And normally everybody's like, cool. Which I think some people think is quite odd.
I find it odd. I
You
want to know
find
if
it
it's a
odd.
normal thing or not.
Yeah. So you've probably done this to be like, people go, that's really odd. But I'm like, yeah, we just tell each other what our child wants. And we're like, here, there's an Amazon link to it. Like, we literally even do the Amazon link to be like, this is the exact thing. You just have to click a button and get it. And then we're all done.
It's ideal, really, isn't it? It's just what you need. I think there's a lot to be said for that kind of structure. It works for the child getting something they want. The person buying it doesn't have to work too hard.
Yeah.
You know you're not going to fill your house to the rafters with 25 teddy bears that all do the same thing. It's just... yeah, it doesn't get much better than that, really. We don't do that in my family. Probably because we're too British to ask for things, I think. There's that kind of, it's not very polite, though, to say what you want, which is just a bit ridiculous, really. But, yeah, so no, we don't, really. But part of me wishes we did. It would be a lot easier.
Does that mean you end up with things where you go... like, oh no, I really wish someone hadn't bought Macy that.
There is a little bit of that. You open it and go, oh wow, that's a lot of flashing bright lights. Oh, and it makes oh, wonderful, thank you. Yeah. And to be fair, let's face it, toddlers love it, don't they? They go bananas for it.
For trying to be Montessori all the time, she loves a plastic toy.
Yeah.
And the more plastic and loud and noisy it is, the better.
And you're there going, but it's not open-ended.
Like,
It's
come
not
on,
wooden.
You better use your imagination, Lily. What are you doing? And she's like, but it flashes and it makes a noise and I like it.
This is it.
Even better if it makes bubbles. Extra points.
See, our current thing is that we like to go round the house with any random object, pretend it's a screwdriver and say, fix, fix, fix. And I'm like, she would love a toolkit for Christmas, but in no way am I buying a toolkit so that I have to constantly find the actual screwdriver.
Yeah.
When currently I can just pass her whatever small object is to hand and go, screwdriver! It's just too
that's
hard.
a good point.
We've gone, we do a lot of sensory play and just mess making, basically. So I've gone for a more, it's like a custom built tray thing rather than just using the
See, this one I
baking
told her very
trays.
different. Lily really doesn't like, well, she likes sensory, but she doesn't like getting her hands dirty.
Sadly, sometimes is not a problem we have. The problem we have is containment and staying. No, stay there. Just stay. I'm just getting some. Stay. Panic.
Yeah.
So, well, my family don't do church, full stop, really. So I didn't go to church on Christmas Day until I was an adult and dating Mark, to be fair. So we just used to kind of batten down the hatches, really, on Christmas Day. And I really actually liked that because I think as a kid, what you really want is just that time with mum and dad and brothers or sisters, if you've got them as well. And just to kind of not have any expectations, not have to put a coat and your shoes on and go out for a walk or whatever, just to be allowed to sit at home, watch TV, watch films, play with whatever you've got, read whatever book you got, was just luxury. So it would literally be the four of us plus maybe an elderly relative visiting, and that was it. So yeah, that was totally different to what we do now, but
That
magical in
sounds
its
nice,
own way.
though.
Yeah.
We used to do, would have done midnight mass the night before. So we always did midnight mass. But I quite enjoyed midnight mass. I mean, but then we wouldn't go to a service on Christmas Day because you'd have done midnight mass. Some people would, but, we're not hardcore like that. We would be like, well, we've been up at midnight. we're gonna stay the rest of the day in the house. But that'd be quite exciting as a child because you knew it turned into Christmas while you were there.
Yeah.
It was quite similar, as in, there was a lot of us, so it was quite lively, but we didn't go anywhere. And because Dad was a farmer, he still liked to go and feed all the animals.
Of course.
So I used to find it funny when people would go places. I'm like, well they're still busy. It's not like we have the day off, really. It'd just be like, you'd have the little coal fire on, and you'd all get... I don't get it when you are staying at home all day and people get dressed. I'm like, you wear your Christmas pyjamas all day. You're really ruining it if you're getting dressed properly. This is my pet. I think this is why I want a Christmas where we just stay in our house, because go to anyone else's house, you have to get dressed. And I just want to stay in my Christmas pyjamas all day. Open presents, eat chocolate,
Is your family into matching Christmas pyjamas?
No. Mostly because we're just not that organised. I feel like it's quite a recent thing, and I can't see Mark getting on board with it, so it's just an expense that I've saved myself.
We are matching pyjamas, aren't we? We are. Well, I say we. I've always made us do it. I don't think before Lily I got you on board, but since we've had Lily, he's been on board with the matching pyjamas. Well, we do normally go to church on Christmas Day, like when we're here. Well, actually,
Never.
you haven't. I normally take the bannies with me. Okay.
Last Christmas.
Yes.
But one Christmas, I don't know if you can say always when it's been one Christmas.
Yes, but that's true. But it's been the one since Lily's been kind of around. Before that, it was lockdown. So we haven't really had any other Christmases to do things.
That's true, I stayed and did the cooking.
Yeah, you stay and do the cooking. I think that could be a tradition where you stay and do the cooking and I take me, the bannies and any children we have to church. Because it seems to work
Leave
well.
the one that works for the church at home.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe you get enough church, so you're like, I'll just stay and cook.
Here's some other extracts from our 2024 Christmas conversation.
Dee 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 dee.
We have our other tradition, we get a new gonk every year.
Yes, gonks. I can't remember if we mentioned this last time,
No, I
but
don't know
yeah,
if we did.
big gonk thing. This was the thing last time. You know, it was you and Viki talking, so I didn't really get much of an input on what we were saying.
True.
So we kind of got your side of the story, but my side isn't really that interesting, to be honest. Like, just like I don't have a lot of traditions that I'm bringing to Christmas, especially. So I'm like I said at the beginning, I'm a bit of a Grinchy kind of person. Approach a very similar story to the Grinch in some ways, but I always like to try and enjoy Christmas. But like, to me, it feels like since having kids, it's all been a bit up in the air. Like we've never really come down and settled like, oh, these are the things we do at Christmas, these are our traditions, because you're just constantly juggling the
Well, I think
parenting
they're still
thing.
developing, aren't they?
Yeah. So I feel like it'll be a few more years yet before we kind of settle on.
We've got this year is we're doing easy Christmas dinner. Because when people keep saying, what are you going to have for Christmas dinner to me? And I go, sausages. And everybody laughs.
Yeah, I mean, we've always been a bit wacky, haven't we? We're a bit eccentric. Like, it's been quite a number of years since we've had turkey for Christmas dinner. We had goose one year.
Yeah,
and
we did.
duck and various other things.
Well, we're not big turkey fans.
No, well, we like to mix things up.
We do.
Like,
I was going to ask you what your favourite film is, but you said it earlier.
oh yes, Klaus,
Yes.
favorite Christmas film.
Well, I was going to
Again.
ask what was your favourite childhood Christmas film?
We didn't watch any.
Oh, well, that's quite sad, isn't it?
I told you I'm a bit like the Grinch. we never watched any Christmas film. I think I was about 17 before I saw my first Christmas film.
Wow. Okay. Do you want to guess what my favourite Christmas film was? It's a classic.
A classic. Well, it probably doesn't help because I haven't seen many Christmas films.
You'll know it.
Like Home Alone.
Yeah, Home Alone was one of our favourites. We used to love watching them.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think I'd show it to Lily. It's got a lot of violence in it.
Yeah, it's true.
But really found it hysterical as a child.
It's the first year that Lily is properly aware of
Yes.
everything. And we talked a bit about Father Christmas in our last year's Christmas special, but at that point, we could fully control the narrative, really.
Oh, yeah.
Around what she understood was going on, and she could understand words, but didn't understand.
Concepts, really, like that.
Whereas
yeah.
now we basically have a child, and it's
Yeah.
about Father Christmas. She also has influences from elsewhere.
Does, yeah.
So for a little period, we've had a while where she thought Father Christmas and Santa were two different people.
Yes.
What's it in Bluey when they talk about it? What is he there? I think he's Santa.
He's
isn't
Santa because he's veranda Santa.
He? Yeah. It's kind of an American
Yeah.
kind of
I'm
thing that's-
resisting.
Yeah,
I keep calling him
we're not a
Father
fan,
Christmas.
are we?
I don't know why either. It's a ridiculous thing to be silly about, but
I know. I have more of a problem with like Americanisms than I do with like faith. I'd be perfectly fine if we like didn't talk about Jesus, but I get more annoyed if we like talk about Santa. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean.
So a bit of a mix up, a bit of a confusion going on. I think we've established now she's understood that they are the same person.
Yes.
Father Christmas is a fantasy imaginary character that we teach our children kind of is a real person. Like we let them believe that they're a real.
Well, we really feed into it. Most
Yeah,
people, you
yeah.
leave him out things to eat.
Exactly. Yeah. And that kind of muddies the waters a little bit then when if you want to, if, you know, like us, if you believe in a God and things, that you want to say like, oh, Jesus and God are it's a real person. That's a real, it's not a fairy tale. then that's kind of a bit confusing to be like, oh, well, this story wasn't real, but this story, which is equally unbelievable, is real.
Yes, true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think I don't have as much of a problem with it.
Yeah.
Because I always think it'll be up to our children whether they believe in any of the things we believe anyway.
Yeah.
And it's all about their own discernment. So, for instance, with Father Christmas, you eventually can realise he's not real because you're like, oh, wait a minute, that writing looks rather like my parents' writing. And it seems odd that these things suddenly appear. And I've never seen, like, there's lots of things that maybe help you realise as you get older that he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And I would want them to question that with faith as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't necessarily have a problem with it.
I think I'm in a similar position where...
Other than people blindly telling them, like, I wouldn't ever lie to them if they said, is Father Christmas real?
This is the problem, isn't it? I don't really like the whole lying to kids thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like an ethos thing that we have across everything.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. We do little white lies sometimes, like, I don't know, that this place is closed today.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
we can't go.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And like there's things with parenting, isn't there, all the time. You'll resonate with this, don't you? That what you aim to do and what you sometimes actually end up doing are completely different things. So often on the podcast we do tend to talk about our ideal parenting. And that's why we have things like parenting achievement segments, because it's about like, well, actually the reality it never often works quite that way. Yeah, I mean, I think I have a problem with when faith is presented as very literal, and therefore it seems very odd to then also say that, you know, Santa exists. To me, it's all fairy tales. It's all myths. Faith people might not like me saying stuff like this, but we'll get into it a bit more.
You could argue there's a whole mythos around Christianity, even if it's not a myth.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? There's parts that are more myth than I would say reality.
Yeah, but like, you know, there's like, what is St. Nicholas or whatever. Like,
yeah, there's truth to him.
I think even now, Lily has a really good grasp on what's made up, what's imaginary, and what's real.
For a long time this year, she's not believed in Father Christmas at all.
Yeah.
It's only since influence from her friends at nursery has kind of convinced her.
And it's tricky because as a parent, I'm quite a down-to-earth person. I never really believed in Father Christmas growing up myself. I'm a very logical type of person. But equally, I want to encourage Lily to be creative and imaginative and to have...
Whereas I think I definitely believed in Father Christmas growing up.
Yeah. To me, a lot of the conversation comes back to this whole concept of like, is it real or not? That's kind of the question that the kid is asking. They're trying to figure out, is Father Christmas real or not? And then it's like, well, is the stories that we tell around faith, is the nativity story, is that real or not? Did it actually happen or did it not? And I really like, I've told you this before, but like that Bluey episode, people might be familiar with, because I think actually that question is kind of...
You haven't said which Bluey episode.
Yeah, I'll get on to it.
Oh, right, okay.
It's kind of an unhelpful, unnecessary question, like whether it's real or not. That's not really the thing to focus on. The episode is is it called Fairy Tale?
Yeah, I think it is.
I really should have looked this up beforehand.
No, it is called Fairy Tale.
It's the one where they do flashbacks into the 80s with Bandit's upbringing and his brothers. And they're talking about fairy tales, and it's kicked off because Bluey's asked, you know, they're reading a fairy tale bedtime story. And did it actually happen? Is it real or not? And Bandit kind of goes, well, it has a message. The message is real, but it's difficult to say whether it actually happened or not.
Yeah.
And the kids are struggling to understand this. And so he tells this story of how him and Chili met. But Chili comes in and says that's not what happened.
Yeah, I don't remember meeting you as a child.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It doesn't seem plausible, but it's a nice story. And so they say, well, did it happen or did it not? And he said, well, that's up to you. You decide whether it happened. The message and the outcome is kind of the same.
It's like they say there's like truth to every story. I did want to say there's probably some pluses about Father Christmas too.
Oh, yeah.
It's like showing he's like a kind old man who gives people presents. Like it's like a joyful little person.
Yeah.
It's only the good or bad thing that's a bit iffy. Is it Netflix or Disney? Klaus.
Yes.
If people watch that, it's got quite a nice message.
Hot take. I think that's my favourite Christmas movie.
Oh, I was going to ask you that later.
Oh.
Yep.
There we go. That or the Grinch, like the modern Grinch.
I really
this
enjoy
is
the modern
another
Grinch.
hot take. I think the modern animated Grinch is better than the original.
I agree with that. And I was talking to some of the parents at ballet, and they also prefer this Grinch to the old Grinch.
Very good.
Most of us were like, it's a better message. He's not just naughty. Like, you see his backstory a lot more. And
Yeah. kind of picking apart a lot of the Christmas things here with throwing around words like fairy tale when it comes to Bible stories.
Yeah.
But like as Christians, I'm not really that fussed about us sticking rigidly to doing lots of churchy stuff, because there's so many different things going on over Christmas. There's like 30 plus religious and secular holidays over like November and December and January. So I have no problem with people like saying happy holidays or season's greetings and stuff like that.
I only have a problem with Xmas because I think it sounds nasty to say. It's just not pleasing to the ear.
To me, feels like another Americanism.
Well, maybe. Don't know.
Like, that's why I'm not a big fan of it. It's not really a Christian holiday anyway, so it's like...
No.
You know.
I sent him loads of links while I was up late at night with the baby.
I find it very funny because a lot of people think I'm very radical with faith and like I kind of, rock the boat a bit. But people don't always know that you're very radical as well. And you're actually, you know a lot more than me, so actually you're much more capable of...
yes, of arguing.
Picking stuff apart.
Yeah. And I think I've always been pretty liberal.
Yeah.
So some ideas you like are thinking about now, I've kind of always thought about. My main thing is Christmas isn't really a Christian holiday at all. It's a pagan/Roman holiday because they had two festival-y things going around that time. The fact we have lights on the tree is like, I think that's a pagan thing, really.
And a lot of our traditions
and now
are
it's
adopted.
like, oh, it's to do with him being the light of the world. I'm like, we've just taken that and been like, we'll make it into a Christian-related thing.
The whole light of the world thing, I mean, that's all to do with like the winter solstice and about the light coming back.
But I mean, I'm fine for them to adapt it. But I think when Christians are very critical of people taking over Christmas, I want to be like, well, we took it over. It wasn't our thing at all. People didn't used to celebrate Christmas. His birth wasn't considered...
Jesus wasn't born on 25th of December.
No.
Like, it's just a bit ridiculous.
But we didn't, as Christians, I don't think we used to celebrate his birth till, like, I say fairly recently in terms of Christianity, not as in, like, you know...
Oh, there's loads of stuff like that where, like, the Victorians established so much tradition.
They did.
And we've just assumed that, oh, well, we've always done this.
We've always done it,
all the carols we sing, they're all like Victorian carols. That's their cultural stamp.
And Christmas trees, it's a
yeah.
German tradition they brought over the Victorians.
Just
and
do whatever.
I'm quite pro-tradition in that I love a good Christingle service.
Yeah.
Like a carol service, like a crib service, like them all.
So far, we've not taken our kids to a lot of stuff because they've been quite little, and I just feel
things
like
are quite late.
Yeah, like a lot of Christmas services aren't ideal for taking kids to. Some of them try to be, but even then, like a 4 p.m. crib service or something, still a bit late.
It is. Well,
Like-
considering Lily's time, if she's gonna get grumpy, it's gonna be in the afternoon, and then if you're expecting her to be on her best behaviour, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, so maybe in future years we'll return to doing some churchy stuff around Christmas, but at the moment we don't really bother too much. We go to what we can, but if it doesn't work with our schedule, we don't
it
worry
doesn't
ourselves
work,
too
yeah.
much. We've been chatting a lot recently about the nativity story, and about how a lot of that is kind of embellished and not literal. Or like for us, a lot of it isn't.
Or a lot of it's symbolic.
Yeah,
So they've purposely put certain characters in it to symbolise what they're hoping for it to.
like a myth and a fairy tale.
Yeah, true.
Did we want to do any more specific picking apart of the nativity story or not?
Yes.
Okay, that was a very
We
resounding
were discussing
definite.
it earlier and I wanted to mention it.
Yep, okay, go for
I
it.
have a big problem that we put a lot of emphasis on the fact that Mary was a virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly because A, I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
B, as we've discussed, it's a translation error more than anything else. That wasn't mentioned at all.
Most
because-
likely a young maiden, and
Yeah.
we've made connotations about what that means about her sexual stuff.
When I might, frankly, nobody's business.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me if she or wasn't.
Yep.
I get more annoyed that I remember when I was growing up in church, they would always be like the Virgin Mary, like it was her main positive trait was that she was this virginal person.
It's a whole purity culture thing.
Yeah.
And like in a lot of our liberal churches and things, we try to pretend that we're not high control religion. We're not evangelical Christians. We're not like in America where it's all quite culty. And we're very much less culty. We still have a lot of this residue which still kind of ties us to it, that is kind of purity culture.
And also, I have a big thing that, as a child, I didn't know what that word meant, but it was said so often, you'd question it. And I would think, if Lily asked me, oh, why is she the Virgin Mary? I don't know how I'd answer that.
Yeah.
We've explained kind of procreation to it in the form of science, like there's an egg and a sperm. I'm like, how would I go about at this age going like, well, it's someone who hasn't done a certain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in it anyway, but
I
there are a lot
just-
of people...
I just think it is so problematic.
Yeah.
I don't mind if they mentioned it in passing, but
Mm.
it's a fact. It's like always put together as a phrase.
And this is kind of why we're discussing this now, because Lily's got to that point where she is getting a lot of external influence. So things like this, particularly around Christmas, when so much of it is so common in, you know, just the language of what's being said around Christmas, that it feels like she will pick up words, will pick up things, and that will lead to conversations. And we're just
she's very
interested in discussing how we will deal with all that.
Yeah, because she's very interested in language and words at the minute. I don't think I'm equipped to handle that question.
There's so many things like that, but I think it will be nuanced conversation over a long time. You know, like even if she asked about like angels or asked about what does prophecy mean, or like there's so many things within the nativity story that are just said as if that's just the reality. They're just normal everyday things that we all accept.
I feel like at least an angel, there's a tangible thing you can point to and go, that is an angel.
I suppose. I think it's perfectly possible to have the nuanced conversation with children without it needing to be black and white, to be like, this is real and this is not real.
Yeah.
And there's a temptation with kids to simplify it like that, you know, this is a depiction of an angel. That's what it is. And to me, it's unsatisfactory. It reminds me, I mentioned it to some of our Christian group within the Kairos movement. It reminds me a lot of science at school, where in the early days of science, you know, secondary school, they teach you one thing. You move up several years, maybe you get to GCSEs and then A levels, and depending how far you went with science, and you discover actually, oh no, there's like a deeper thing going on there. And the first thing you were told was completely wrong.
Yeah.
Because they were simplifying it so much that actually it was just inaccurate.
Well, even now, like sometimes you'll say something to me about science and I'm like, oh, well, I never did it to that higher degree. So I
Yeah.
never knew that because
Yeah.
I wasn't taught that. I was just taught the basic level.
Yeah, and I feel like we do that a lot with faith as well. We simplify it so much that to try and tell kids, and then it becomes very black and white, and then that's just kind of unhelpful going forward.
Yeah, true. You know, I'm fine for her not to believe it.
Yeah,
Like,
we're not about indoctrination.
no, I'm like, I'd like her to know some of the stories and she can make up for that. Because it's more, I think with a lot of Christianity, I think it's more the meaning you get from it rather than you think it's real or not.
Yeah. Well, is there any more heretical things we want to talk about to do with faith and Christmas and kids?
This is a side note I thought was quite funny. I told Ellie earlier. As a child, I thought Jesus was just a baby because there was such a big deal made of Christmas rather than, you know, his life, that as a child I was like, well, he's a baby. How is he doing all this stuff?
He only exists. Oh, so did you think he only existed as a baby, or do you thought like he did everything, all
I
of
thought
the
he did
stories
everything as a baby. Yeah. Because
like walked on water as a baby?
The depictions I'd seen of him, he was a baby. And I was like, I don't think a baby could do all this stuff. Maybe we make a bit too much of the Christmas story because as a child I was a bit confused.
So yeah, be fascinated to know, if you are a Christian out there, how do you navigate some of the, you know, what goes on around that and how you talk to your kids about it? Or if you're not someone of faith, how you found any of this conversation. I've no idea.
You know, people are talking about, like, what is it called? That it's how old I am. I can't remember that famous Christmas song. And if you hear it, you're out.
Oh yeah, Wham-mageddon, is it called?
Yeah, Whamageddon. I never hear that because I don't listen. I only listen to Spotify on my phone. So
No,
I
you
just,
realise the point is we don't go out. Like the point is it's when you hear it, like it pops up because, you know, you're in a shop.
I mean, we don't
you're out
listen
and
to the
about.
radio even in the car. Like we don't.
No, yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's what I mean. We're not like normal people who are going about doing everyday things.
I was just like, it's very easy for me to win it because it's not on my playlist.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like we don't go anywhere, so we have no opportunity to hear it anywhere. Yeah, when there's no radio and you're just listening to your own Spotify.
When
we
people are
don't-
like,
we
oh,
don't
I'm
watch-
out already. And in my head, I was
It's like
like,
TV, we
ow.
don't watch like normal TV, so
No,
it's not,
'cause we would
it's
just
not
watch
going to pop
Netflix
up
or
in
Disney
ads or
Plus,
anything
yeah.
on there.
True.
Where else would you hear it? I suppose like people just playing it on the street, maybe.
But that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, where do you hear it?
Just so people were like, I'm already out. And I was like, how? I've not, like,
Maybe work. A lot of people go to work. Like if you're in an office, it
But
plays.
would you be playing music the whole time? Because when I used to work in an office, we weren't allowed to play music.
Well, it depends what sort of work you have, isn't
That's
it?
true.
If you go to a Christmas party, maybe.
That's true.
We've not really done that either.
'Cause I'm pretty sure last year it was after Christmas, and I was like, I haven't heard it at all. And I'd even been to stuff by that point.
Yeah. We could easily win it, couldn't we? But I mean, to be fair, I've not heard any Christmas music other than the stuff I've played myself.
I have, but it's like
But again,
Disneyland's own version.
Other than taking Lily to school, I can't remember when I left the house. So
True. Right, I like go in the shops like Lidl and places.
oh, Lidl, yeah. Do they play music, Lidl? I mean, when you've got kids, I mean, maybe the likelihood is maybe they have been playing it. We've just never noticed because
That's
we're just
true.
so distracted.
Well, also Lily's
of
probably
children.
belting out "Let It Go," so we've like not heard
Yeah.
anything above that.
Yeah. I suppose we should say
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
yes. We could say that. That's very good. We should say Happy Christmas. Hope you have a good time. We will be back in the new year. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen then. We might take a little bit of a break.
Might do.
I've got a big event coming up in February in my
Yes.
work, so I'm going to be like snowed under for a bit. But
Very Christmas themed.
that was unintentional. But yeah, we'll see what happens. There'll definitely be more episodes, and then we'll be back to sharing what's going on in our lives, and we'd love to hear from you in the
Yeah.
meantime.
What are your Christmas plans? Quite interested to hear about.
Well, I suppose that's goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye. God
Ho,
bless.
ho.
Enjoy the season. Try not to get all the bugs and flus. Drink some mulled wine. But he's looking at me like,